Next, Brene goes into places that we go to when we compare or fall short. And this was really interesting because she talked about shame and guilt. And even though sometimes you use these words interchangeably, shame and guilt are totally two different things. When we feel shame, it usually comes from within. It usually has to do with us, like I am bad. It's very internal. But when we feel guilt, it's usually an external thing. We feel guilty for doing things that might have been misaligned with our values. Shame is saying that I am bad, while guilt is saying I did something bad. And I think that great differentiality is really important because I think as human beings, we're all capable of doing something that we're not proud of. And I think that's where the guilt comes from. But I feel like at our core, we are good people, and for the most part, we are not bad. And after those two words, she also talked about humiliation. Like, what does humiliation even mean when we feel humiliated? And she talked about humiliation being feeling unworthy of oneself and feeling disgusted. But the difference between humiliation and shame is that in shame, again, we feel like we are bad and we internalize it. With humiliation, we are still feeling all these things of unworthiness and that we are bad, but we feel like we don't deserve it. And another place that we go to when we compare and fall short is definitely comparison. And comparison is not even an emotion. It's a compilation of a lot of different emotions. So comparison is a crush of conformity from one side and competition from the other. It's trying to simultaneously fit in and stand out. Comparison says, be like everyone, but better. And I feel like, again, when we go into this place of compare and falling short, two definitely emotions pop up at us, which is envy and jealousy. And I feel like for the longest time, I use these interchangeably. And when I think of envy, it's like you're envious of someone, right? You want what they want. And jealousy, I thought of it as you're jealous of what they have. The way that Atlas of the Heart explains both of those are, envy occurs when we want something that another person has. Jealousy is when we fear losing a relationship or a valued part of a relationship that we already have. So that made me think, because the way that I was interpreting has been different this whole time, according to the research. So what popped out to me from that definition is that envy is basically wanting something that someone else has. And then jealousy is like you already have something, but you're afraid to lose it. So you're not envious of your friend, you're jealous of your friend because they're hanging out with X, Y, and Z and they didn't invite you. So you're afraid to lose that connection with your friend because you feel like you're out of the loop. For the longest time, I thought it was jealousy, but now knowing the definition between the two, right? I believe it's envy, when we want what others want. And I think the best way to combat this and not let it be a thing in your life is I focus so much on me. And this is gonna sound bad at the moment, but hear me out. I really don't give a fuck what everybody is doing. I am so focused on what I have going on that it doesn't even cross my mind to be envious of whatever X, Y, and Z someone has, because I know that I'm capable. And again, it goes back to us being capable in our own capabilities. Like, I know I have the drive, I have the skills, I have the go-getterness, I have the hustle to really accomplish the things that I want to accomplish in life. So what I do is I literally focus on me. I gotta choose me, I gotta pick me, I gotta love me. I gotta literally hone down, be obsessed with me. And again, there's levels to this, don't go overboard. But what I've noticed in my own personal life is that the more that I have time to focus on me, the less time I have to be envious of someone else. That leads to actually being truly happy for my friends that are exceeding in life and not having so much of that comparison of like, oh my gosh, like they're doing better than me. Who the fuck cares? Not I. That's not what I'm focused on. I'm focused on what I have going on to push me forward. And I truly feel like when you pour into your own cup, the more that you can pour into others. But if your cup is empty, I think that when the cup is empty, that's where you can really be envious of what other people have because you wish you had it for yourself. But at the end of the day, like we can have those things for ourselves if we put in the work to have it. I recently posted a video and one of the people commented on it and it said, "Oh, you're so selfish. It's all you. And I replied, I was like, you cannot pour from an empty cup. I don't care what lies people have been telling you about. You have to be selfless. Not over here, baby. Not at G is for growth. You're gonna be freaking ruthless with choosing you. Again, until your cup is filled enough that you can pour it into others." I truly feel like when I'm not taking care of myself and I'm forced to take care of someone else, it's hard for me to do it out of love and have gratitude for doing something good, even though it's something good, because I haven't been doing that something good for myself. The more that I take care of me, the more that I love me, the more that I give myself what I need, I literally feel myself overflowing. So I have mental space, mental capacity, and the emotional intelligence and the emotional space to be able to deal with other people's lives and emotions and what they have going on and just truly be happy for them. So you gotta put you first, always. If you guys are enjoying this kind of content, make sure you watch the full video right over here. Thank you so much. I love you guys and I'll catch you guys here. Ciao.